Welcome to BasementCraft. It's me, Ted, and I just returned from a wonderful journey to the end and back. That's right, I survived. And not only did I survive, I unalived the end dragon. The dead dragon. But now I have a wonderful goal ahead of me. That's right, I'm leaving behind this savanna base that is mostly working, but is just it's just ugly. Oh, it's so ugly, and I need something better. This is a hardcore world. I'm like 208 days in, and I beat the end dragon for the first time, and in celebration, I deserve an aesthetic reward. So we're going to set out on a grand adventure today to find a new wonderful place to build a base. Then we're gonna kind of set up some safety areas there, and we're gonna start making trips back and forth with essentials to get our base going and strong and beautiful and wonderful. And oh, look at that sunset. The sun is setting on this chapter of my hardcore world and is rising on a new day. Well, it's not rising, I suppose. Oh my gosh, there's phantoms! It's hot out there, isn't it? It's hot up there. You wish you never showed up. You wish you just never shut up. Get out of here. Now, I've gone across the ocean, which is actually a pretty good way to find a spot. It's gonna be safe. We don't have to worry too much about running into random enemies, especially like creepers and stuff. I've also done a pretty extensive travels off in that direction and that direction on this island, and this savanna is very big and all of this land is very flat, and I don't like flat land. Okay, it's boring to look at. I want to have like a view, and I don't want to have to build a mountain like I did in season 4 of BasementCraft. 67 levels. What are we gonna do with all those? We have kind of we've pretty much upgraded everything ad nauseum. I wonder what the actual meaning of ad nauseum is. The implication that I always made in my mind is that it's like until you threw up. Like it's like so you did so much of something until you threw up. There were some mountainous areas off in this direction, I do believe, because we had to get snow for the gunpowder farm. It's interesting though, I don't need to build, and I don't want to build my base on top of a mountain. I always kind of like have this idea like, ooh, I'll build my base up there. No, what you want to do is build it in a way that you have a good view of the mountain. Is that an ocean monument? It is, down to the left. Let's not do that. See, even that area over there is so much better than my current base. Like, just, I don't know, it just feels nice. It's pretty. Whoa. Oh no, we're okay. I just hit one of those weird sucky downy thingies. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's a little too plain and vanilla though. Cave? No, that's a bad idea in a hardcore world. Let's just go where the creepers are gonna show up and blow me up all the time. That sounds fun. That's what Peter would do. Oh, I'm gonna lord this over him. I've survived so many more days than he has, and he's like, well, I've fought the ender dragon. I'll be like, well, I did too, and I survived longer. That's kind of cool little outcropping. I love windswept biomes, but those are a little more like, I don't know, a little harder to come by, it seems. It seems pretty flat up here as well. Yeah. In order to like transfer the things back and forth, we're gonna want to build a good nether tunnel to do so. All right, I just got to keep in mind I turned, if I was going south, turned to the east. Nice little birch. That's pretty. Oh, the landscape. You know, this is reminding me of northern Minnesota. Right here. Oh, and there's a dolphin. That is not northern Minnesota. That's for dang sure. So this is pretty. I like this. We got some islands. We could do like a a log cabin kind of vibe. I'm going to have to be careful and light it up real good because do mobs, they don't spawn on top of trees, do they? At least not in Java, I think. There's that mountain that I'm pretty sure we got the snow for the snow golems off. Got some shipwrecks around here. That is kind of cool having a view of a mountain. And that is quite mountainous. There's the village I think we sourced our villagers from. Now here we actually have some like land. Oh, there's a nice big mountain there. Let's go and inspect this area because being kind of close to this village, it's a pretty little village. It's got a nice, oh, and then, yeah, there's some snowy peaks off in the distance. This is looking a little more picturesque. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's almost like living in the Rocky Mountains or something. So we'll take a rest here at the village to ensure that we're not running around with lots of creepers about to blow us up. Eventually, I'd love to get potions going. That would be extremely great. And, maybe we could go and, like, find a totem of undying somewhere that I could just get used to carrying around all the time. Would probably be smart. The world is getting... Oh. Yes. This is pretty cool. This is what I was talking about. Some cool land generation. Okay, let's take a look at it during the daytime. Not to let it get dark and start spawning evil monsters of doom all around me. Oh, yellow bed. Yeah, that's pee. Yeah, this is very picturesque. And if I'm smart, which I am, by the way, those of you who doubted me, I would build kind of in this valley, I think. I'd make this whole valley like mine. And in the mountains, I could have a mine. This looks like it's the spot. I mean, it's a little dangerous. We got caves and things. Definitely some cliffs. But like when you're down in this area, it wouldn't be so dangerous. So we'd start by building a little cabin in the woods. This valley is cool. Got mountains to the south. So that'll be kind of nice too, having a little bit of like, I don't know, having some landmarks to be able to just kind of make a note of where I am. Oh, this is really, really cool, being able to see in and through those caves. There's light pouring down. We'll eventually light up these caves. We can use some of the caves for like building some cool places to live. Yeah. So we're going to put our cabin, our little log cabin, on the edge of the wood. So it'll be kind of like, it'll be easy to complete it because it'll be partially a hole in the ground. Like Bilbo Baggins. Well, he's not a hole in the ground, but he sure lived in one. But not a hole like you would be used to seeing, but a really nice, cute little hole. We're not going for beautiful, but we are going for at least kind of aesthetically pleasing. Crafting table. And we're going for safe. So the next thing I should do really quick is just do a quick little light up of, especially up the mountain here, because this is where the danger is going to come from. I should be able to kind of see other things coming my way, but this mountain is going to be a little precarious. It's gonna spawn some things, and The worst is when it spawns a creeper and then he just like drops on your head. I'm gonna leave some of this stone as like natural countertops in my cabin on the edge of the mountain. Oh, and I already have a water source. Okay. Modest cabin. Does not need to be huge. I'm gonna say about like that is probably great. Yeah. Yep, this is good. And my goal is not to live in this cabin forever, but I'm building it in such a way that it's not going to like mess with the aesthetics too much of this valley, but actually like add to it. We've got cabin walls, and I'm gonna go sleep. This time I think I'm gonna steal the bed, and I want to find a way to like kind of spawn proof a lot of this area without having torch litter. So if any of you guys have like good strats for that, I think like burying glowstone and then putting carpet or moss carpet over the top. Yeah, see, that looks cute down there. That's great. Yeah, lanterns, things like that. So if you got, yeah, techniques for lighting up an area without making it ugly, I would love to have those, because this is gonna be a lot more like, I mean, we were in the last base for 200 days. This place I could see being here for a long, long time. It's just pretty to look at. Got a village close by. I didn't grab the bed like I said I was gonna do because I was too busy commentating. And this is a place where like cobble could actually look kind of nice in some of this. Like if I did like a cobble around the bottom. In fact, let's do that. We're learning how to use different materials to make things not just appear like one note. And we could throw in like other materials when we bring some over, like some tuff and even like some andesite to give some more like texturing. Well, ain't that quaint? All right, then we'll do some sort of gable end here, maybe with, ooh, probably want to light up on the inside here. We'll just fill all this in with this for now. That window is in the wrong spot. It needs to go next to the door. Oh, that's cute. We'll put another window here. Yeah, this is gonna function. Okay, we've got our little house. Now I need to find obsidian. That's cute. Yeah, that looks not good. But it's, you know, it's better. It's got a little charm. And I'm gonna take this pea bed for sure to like support that. That's betterer. If on our little journey it gets to be a little too late, we can just sleep and it'll be okay. I'm gonna leave that lava fall there because that looks cool. And we only get one obsidian out of that anyway. Let's climb to a little bit of a height and see if we can't locate a lava pool. Oh, that's cold snow. That's cold snow. All right. It's not going to go in the soft snow. This is cool. There's like stuff to explore over here, and it's actually kind of delightful around every corner. No lava pools down below here, but we can just kind of keep making our way around the mountain. There's got to be a lava pool around here somewhere. I don't need to... Whoa, cool. We got a ravine. I love that. I love it. Yeah, cliff sides over here, birch and pine. The birch and pine aesthetic is really pretty. All right, I just got to be careful not to fall into any pits. Even though... Oh! Boom. Boom diggity. We only need 10 technically, but I think I'm going to get enough to make 2 portals. Yeah, and I suppose now that we've defeated the Ender Dragon, I could probably go and do another big nether tunnel exploding session to see about getting all of my tools to become netherite. Make them a little better. See, I basically circumnavigated the medium mountain, the pine mountain. This will be good practice, I suppose. I'm directionally... I can almost always tell directionally where I am, but I do have a really hard time with the whole, like, north, south, east, west. North and south is easy. East and west always screws me up, and part of it is that whatever point I'm looking at, I feel like is north. And so in this case, with the mountain here, I'm going to feel like this mountain is north because it's like a point of interest. And so I got to remember the mountain is south, which means the village is west. The Pine Mountain is east. Whoa. Oh, gosh. That scared me. I got to be careful. There are drops around here. The Pine Mountain is east and the ocean is north of me. This is kind of nice. This little cabin. I could put the portal on a pedestal, or I could put the portal in a hole. Let's do a portal in a hole. We have a portal on a pedestal back at the original base. So once we're in the nether, then we're going to have to navigate up to the nether roof. Plant another portal directly above. Break the first one. Yeah, so it is good that I got a few portals worth of stuff. And this is going to be the most dangerous part, I suppose, of what we're doing for a little while, is creating this nether tunnel that'll hopefully create safe passage back and forth for us. Yeah, this is cool. I mean, like, it's pits, but they're not, like, super surprising. The drop-offs are kind of gradual. So we have some nice vertical changes that we can work with for some fun builds. Yeah, this is going to be really cool. We can build, like, bridges going back and forth and stuff. I kind of want to make large swaths of my base in this really cool, like, tunnel that's open and closed. You know, I think part of the reason this looks nasty is because it's got all of these planks. Yeah, that looks better, even though it's cobble. The side, this doesn't make sense. Although it kind of works on this side. I don't know. I'm torn. Shield. Just because you never know. You never know what's on the other side. Okay, this could have been a lot worse. I'm really pleased with this. Being in a cave area is really good. I do wish nether wart grew in these areas sometimes. And west. So north is this way. Let's build. We also have to make note of where this is. This is on 180, 325. 180, 325. So the first step is to get above this at the ceiling. 180, 325. Build some lava respites, just in case. Ceiling. Dude. Yes. I don't know if I could have asked for a better situation. 120. Shoot, where's my... I think 120 is where I dug the other tunnels at. Okay. 180, 325 is where we want to be. $325. Hello. We'll build it on this side. Yeah, I don't think my tunnel actually is at this height, other than going to an old video and looking at the chords. I think we're just going to try to do it without having to look. Not going to light this yet, because I got to go and destroy the other one first. Okay. Got more than enough obsidian. All right, let's link them up first. Now, this should work. Okay. I went there. If we go back, it should be in the upper. Perfect. Although my Minecraft is confused. I don't know why it does this. If anybody knows why my Minecraft does this, every once in a while I gotta like stop the video and restart Minecraft to get it to go away. But we're back and it's nice and smooth. Okay. South is that way. Let's try to orient ourselves with the big world. So the mountain is that way. We're on like the inside of our cave. That's a scary sound, but I don't need to worry about it too much. You know, a nether roof would actually be really cool to do. Because we could like make gold farms and stuff. North, this faces our ocean. And our base, our other nether base, is somewhere way over there. Let's do some north first, and then we'll cut west. We've got a long ways to go north. Probably 100 blocks. Okay, well, I'm going to have to... Whoa. I have to build a bridge here. I think. Okay, I'm not seeing the gas that I'm hearing, so... I shouldn't have to go too crazy far west. You know, if I remember right, isn't our base kind of close to 0, 0? I think it is, actually. It's not at 0, 0 exactly, but let's go about to 0. Man, we really should have... Oh, did I just find the tunnel? Yes! I mean, this is a tunnel for sure. Okay, I am going to mark this with triple obsidian. All right, this is gonna mark... This takes us all the way to our new base. We want to continue to go north. I think this will take us right to our other base. Dude, if we made this tunnel this fast, I'm going to be really impressed with myself. If I go down here, what does this do? I think this might actually be our other base portal. Yes, we have navigated. Okay, I'm going to put a piece of obsidian. Whoa, that's not obsidian. There, obsidian there to just mark where we're going. And then I do have some wood. I'm going to make a sign that says new base, because even though I'm marked with obsidian, I don't trust myself to remember that that is going to take us to where we need to go, right? I'm going to probably forget that, knowing me. But if I have a sign that says new base this way, we'll probably be all right. There we go. Haha! Now I'm really helping my future self out. Now we start transferring some things. Yes. Oh, with the nether tunnel. This is wonderful. I think I'm going to just like rebuild a lot of like the structures and stuff. I think I'm going to leave this structure here as a memorial. I don't need to like harvest all of the blocks and stuff that I've made. And I'm definitely going to leave this here because I don't want to rebuild the gunpowder farm. And we can just come over here to grab it, you know, and if we need to AFK at it for a little bit, so be it. Like, it'll go quick. It's so weird. Dude, late game hardcore world is so weird. I'm not gonna die, so I'm not gonna lose my stuff. I mean, if I die, I lose everything, so it doesn't matter. It's almost like the iron farm almost doesn't matter either. But it kind of does. Like for making, I don't know, for hoppers and stuff. And I can always come here still and AFK for iron if I need to. Yeah, that's enough iron to keep us for a while. Yeah, emeralds are nice, especially if I'm going to be doing any villager making over there. I got the things from here that are important. Nothing in here is really of value. In this chest especially, it's got things that I actually care about, like our diamonds. Would be good to bring. Oh, shoot, I should leave one here. Wow, do I only have 2 diamonds? Yeah, I bet I do only have 2 diamonds. Let's see, redstone. Yeah, I don't need that basalt. These hoppers are kind of nice, but I have all the stuff that I need to make more hoppers. What I want to do is turn all of that redstone into blocks of redstone. So I'm going to do that right now. That out there, make some inventory space by turning some of those emeralds into blocks. Okay. I don't think I'm going to break down this. I was originally thinking I'd grab all the materials for this sorting system. I think I'm going to leave it here. It's not that far to get from my other base to this base, so I can come back and grab some things if I need them. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think we've got everything we need to transfer. Josh was saying that we are going to want shulkers to move everything, but like I don't have to literally move everything. It is kind of a bummer that I just made this super smelter and, you know, I'm not really going to be using it, and I've loaded it up with lots of stuff, but maybe I come back and I get this at some point, because that's a lot of hoppers and stuff to just like leave behind. But all right, let's go to our new base locale and start subsisting over there. Yeah, it only takes about 30 seconds to get from one base to the other. That is wonderful. All right, we need to think now about how do we protect ourselves. But before we do that, there's an important thing I want to do. I want to add some mossy cobblestone to this. because it's just so delightful. Just unload. That's crazy. That like when you're kind of generally close-ish, you really only need a few things to come over to give yourself a giant head start. Didn't even fill a double chest. Get name tags so we can name some things, some animals. We should get an animal. We said we wanted a ghost cat, right? Do we have any fish? No, we don't. That's a good goal to have in any world that we start from now on. I would like to have a ghost cat companion. If you don't know, I mean, and you might not, because the basement and BasementCraft are two different channels. But Ghost Cat is a recurring character. Ghost Cat's real. Like, it's not a character. It's a real being that makes lots of appearances in the basement. Has made possibly some appearances in BasementCraft. Get some fish. We're gonna always want to keep fish on us. Just in case we end up with an opportunity to get ourselves a ghost cat. Five fish should be sufficient. Okay, are there any cats running around up here? I don't know exactly the cat spawning rules, but it has something to do with beds and villagers and... So this is like a tan cat. Oh, that's a pretty close to ghost cat looking cat, but it's like blonde, not white. Is blonde a cat color type? I don't think so. Ooh, that's cool. I'm glad I made that little thing. We'll dress it up a little bit more in the future. As the sun sets behind the hills in the village nearby in our new base location, help me come up with a name for this valley. We got to come up with a good name for the valley. I think it would be really cool to kind of start taking this world a little more seriously now that we've treated it seriously. I'm going to head to bed, and next time we are going to, I don't know, next time we'll start building this out a little bit more, starting to populate it and do all the important things, making it safe. Check out Peter's solo episode. He's up to something, I'm sure, over there. That video's on the screen right now, and if you click on it, we'll meet you over there in BasementCraft.